in Aristocracy. I'm here to talk to you guys about 5 signs God is wanting you not to date someone. All right, guys? So we're going to get into it, y'all. First of all, you hit that like button, y'all, that share button, y'all subscribe to this channel. And also, man, donate. Don't hate, guys, all right? The Bible says we have not because we ask not. So I'm just asking. Hold on, yeah. All right. Number one, guys, communication problems. Guys, this is a sign that God is warning you not to date someone. When a person got communication problems, you know, uh, that's a huge sign that they don't want that spiritual connection with you, right? And they know for a fact that you believe in the Most High because you tell people what God that you worship. You know what I'm saying? You the personification of God, right? You the personification of Christ, and you start having communication problems with them, all right? This sign that God's wanting you not to date someone. You don't need to be with someone that is like you got to run behind them, right? Because both of y'all supposed to be running behind God, right? And when it comes down to communication, it causes a lot of problems in relationships. Lack of communication, right? It causes a lot of problems, guys. It can cause chaos or confusion or just deception, right? So you don't want to be with a person that's like you always got to talk to them. That's weird. You know what I'm saying? Why would I want to be with a person that I always got to talk to them? I always got to initiate contact first, right? They can't never initiate contact with me. You know what I'm saying? And you want to be with a person that's like happy to see you as, as you have as you happy as you want to talk to them as well. Excuse me, guys. You know what I'm saying? You want it to be within a balance. You know what I'm saying? Y'all supposed to have excitement for each other, right? In a relationship, right? Or when you communicating with someone, y'all supposed to be like ready to talk to each other, ready to call each other. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be all love, right? But when you got communication problems with someone, and it's like, I know I'm saying like a lot. Excuse me, y'all. And it seems to be that it seems like they don't want to talk to you. It's like you want to be with them, but they don't want to be with you. You don't want to be with someone like that. That's weird, you know. So this sign that God's wanting you not to date someone. Number two, guys, different religious belief, guys. This is a big one. Now, when it comes down to different religious beliefs, this sign that God don't want you to date someone because you don't want to argue, over the word. You know what I'm saying? And if they believe in something that you don't believe in, you know what I'm saying? It can cause it can cause just bad energy, right? They telling you, well, that's not true. I believe in this. And you tell them that's not true. You believe in this. That's friction. In the Bible it says, but there is unity, there is strength. That's not unification. That's division, right? When y'all both got different religious belief and they trying to get you to believe in what they believe in and you trying to get them to believe in what you believe in, it's not gonna work, right? Because they don't believe in the same God that you believe in. It just makes sense. And you don't want to be dealing with a person that believe in a different God than you because they're gonna be doing different practices, right? Spiritual practice than you are. And it's just like that doesn't go together, right? And also too, you can't worship two masters, right? You can't try to worship their God because you like them or love them and worship your God. God is a jealous God. That's what the Bible says. So when they come down to a different religious belief, if they believe in something different than what you believe in, this is a warning from God. Like, do not date them because it's gonna only cause arguments, and you're gonna have maybe a bad attitude. They might have a bad attitude. That's not, it's not gonna. God will show you. God will give you that spirit of discernment. The Bible says, "Let the wheat and tear grow together," and God will do the separation. So God will show you. God will do the separation once they give you that different religious belief. Number three, guys, another sign that God is wanting you not to date someone. They only into what you have. God, this sign that God is wanting you not to date someone. When a person is only into what you have, you know what I'm saying? They worship materialism, right? They worshiping money. They worshiping the status that you have. Let's say if you have fame. What's up, Jay? Man, Jay been pretty consistent, man. You know what I'm saying? And start donate to the channel more, Jay. And I appreciate that. All right. But like, if they only into what you have, right? As far as like your materialism, your status, this is a warning from God not to date them. You dealing with a succubus. You dealing with a Jezebel. You dealing with a narcissistic personality, right? And God gonna show you that this person is only into what you have based off of their actions, right? You'll know a tree by the fruit that it bears. Let's say if you have a, popularity or whatever the case is, and that person just want to record you, and all this type of stuff, and you don't want that. And it just seems like they just always want to record you. You know what I'm saying? Trying to gain popularity off you because they're about self-worship. They're not about worshiping God. So that tells you right there that, excuse me, that God is wanting you, excuse me, y'all, not to date that person. You don't need to be with a person that's all about self-worship. Hold on, y'all. You don't need to be with a person that doesn't like you for the God that's within you. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense. Like I said, guys, a spiritual connection is far more important than a material connection. Of course, everybody want to be with somebody that got a job. You know what I'm saying? If they got a job, right? I understand that. But if it's all about what you got, you dealing with a demonic, you dealing with a wicked spirit, guys. You are. You're dealing with a person that it's all about materialism. You know what I'm saying? You can't serve two masters, the Bible said. You can't worship materials and you cannot worship God at the same time. You can't worship money and worship God at the same time. And I know the Bible says a little bit of money solves all things, but what you worshiping money. You put money before God. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you don't want to be with a person that's only into what you have. As far as like status or money, that's not your soulmate, right? You know what I'm saying? That's your leech. You know what I'm saying? That's not a person that really want to grow with you spiritually. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be with a person because a lot of people that worship materials, because like I said, a lot of people that they in this world and they of the world. But us spiritual people that's connected to the Most High, we're in this world, but we're not of the world. Right? Of course, we like straight material stuff and stuff like that. Of course, we want money, but we're not worshiping this type of stuff. A lot of people, they're worshiping money. Right? And they trying to figure out how can they drain you. You know what I'm saying? When God bless you, it's going to be so many people that's going to try to drain you as a chosen one. You know what I'm saying? When you connect to the Most High. Excuse me, I got people in this house, so you just got to, ignore them. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful. The Bible says the wicked watch the righteous, and the wicked going to try to slay the righteous and seek out to try to destroy them. Right? Wicked people is watching righteous people every single day. You know what I'm saying? And they want to destroy us. Right? They want us to they want to try to bring us down everywhere that they can, guys. You know what I'm saying? So guys, man, you don't want to be with a person that's only with you because of the amount of money you have or because of the amount of fame that you have. Like that's worldly. That's a worldly person. And like I said, most people, that's what's wrong with a lot of relationships. A lot of relationships don't work, guys. It's because both people is not worshiping God. One person trying to manipulate the other, trying to use witchcraft against, in relationships, a lot of people are using witchcraft against each other, right? They're trying to manipulate you. The other person, you're trying to manipulate them out of what they got. That's not of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? That's a wicked spirit. This is why a lot of relationships, they don't work, they fail. Because a lot of people, they get into relationships with people for the wrong reasons. They're not putting out first. A lot of people, they don't have no type of modesty, right, inside of them. They don't have God inside of them. They're all about, let me use this person, let me use that person. And, when the person catch on, they start treating you bad, right, or they leave the relationships. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to be with a person that got a wicked spirit, right? You know what I'm saying? So this is a sign that God wants you not to date someone. Number 4, guys, they are a narcissist. God's another sign that God's wanting you not to date someone. You dating a narcissist. What I mean by that is their relationship, it evolves around them. Everything evolves around them, right? They want you to put them up on a pedestal. They don't want to give. And you know, and the Bible says their unity, their strength. And the Bible says too, a man's enemy is going to be in his own household. So if you're dealing with a narcissist in your household, you know, you in a relationship with a narcissist, you need to get out of that relationship. Everything is all about them, right? And it's some men that's narcissists, but it's more a female that's narcissist, because a lot of women, they're taught that men owe them, and they don't owe a man anything. You know, a lot of women, they feel entitled to what men have, right? A lot of men, they try to go to work for what they got, right? Because that's what they taught to do, go to work. I'm not saying women are not taught to go to work. And I'm not saying that all men is not trying to use women as well. Because there's a lot of lazy behind men out here that's trying to use women. You know, women, they working, and then the man standing at home playing video games all day while the women working. It can go either way. A narcissist can be in a man. A narcissistic personality can be in a man or a woman, right? So when you dealing with a person that's a narcissist, everything evolves around them. They throw a fit when they can't get what they want, right? They want you to supply their narcissism, or they're propagating or they're propagating the demonic, wicked traits that's up under narcissism. Get rid of them, guys. I'm trying to tell you, they're gonna bring you down. They're gonna drain your electromagnetic energy. They're gonna drain you financially, and they're gonna drain you spiritually. But this sign of guys want you not to date someone. You know, they all about self-worship. You don't need to date that person if they all about self-worship, right? They cannot pay for it. You pay for a date. They can't pay for one. That don't make no sense. That don't see. And this how you tell, you know, someone, you know, they about the spiritual laws. If you get, you're gonna give, right? You know what I'm saying? It's better to give than receive. This is how you can tell that a person is about God's spiritual laws. They don't mind giving like you mind giving, right? You know what I'm saying? As long as you giving and then they give back, that's how they know that, you know, you dealing with a person that really like you, that's really into you, that got high initial interest in you. A lot of people, they don't have high interest in people in relationships, and you gotta see that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all can't see that because y'all full of lust, right? Y'all be wanting somebody so bad, but you don't even see that you're dealing with a narcissist the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So in a relationship, on a dating scene or in a relationship, everything got to be according to the equilibrium. Everything got to be within the balance. And a lot of people, they don't want that, right? They look for imbalanced relationship. They look for a relationship where they can manipulate people, where they can control people. You know, it's a lot of people, they got a controlling spirit. They just want to control somebody in a relationship, when really God's supposed to be in control of the dating or the relationships, right? You know what I'm saying? You don't feel that genuine energy from a lot of people nowadays, because everybody trying to chase clout. Everybody trying to drain people of their money, right? It's sad, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's like nowadays, you don't know how long somebody gonna love you, right? It's like the love is genuine, and then eventually the love, it becomes, you know, the love becomes fake, or they start to show wrong motives later down the line when you dating them or you in a relationship with them. So guys, man, it's better to love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays, you don't know how long somebody gonna love you. You know what I'm saying? Genuinely. But just make sure that you loving yourself, man. You know, that's the main thing. All right, guys? Don't look for love outside of you. Just know that God loves you, right? Number 5, guys. Another sign that guys want you not to date someone. They lack empathy for others. Guys, sign that guys want you not to date someone. They're lacking empathy for others. You know what I'm saying? You doing all this giving. They don't want to do no giving. They just feel entitled. You know, so many people out here, they just feel entitled, man. It's sad. It's ridiculous. Excuse me, y'all. How many people out here that feels entitled? I don't know why I get so stuffy in here, but it just be getting stuffy. I already, you know, I already did that. But anyway, guys, you got to be careful about people that's lacking empathy. You don't need to deal with these type of people. Like I said, it's a guy, he shouted me out. He did a reaction video. His name AMS. Right? I shouted him back out. Right? So you know, you gotta give to get. You know what I'm saying? So, and he did it genuinely, I did it genuinely back. You know what I'm saying? So, but some people, they won't shout nobody out. You know what I'm saying? They won't show no love to nobody. Like I said, you know, I don't mind shouting nobody out. Like when they come down to like collaboration and stuff like that. Like me, I just like to have my own stuff on my own channel. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't mind shouting nobody out in my video if they shout me out, right? But some people, they just, lack empathy. And, but I believe that if I give, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to receive. If I help people, like I said, I'm helping a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they don't want to help nobody at all. And I'm not just saying financial wise. I'm talking about not even mentally. Some people, they want to keep knowledge to themselves. They want to gatekeep and all this type of stuff, guys. A lot of gatekeepers on YouTube. A lot of gatekeepers in real life, in the business world. A lot of gatekeepers lacking empathy. Don't want to tell nobody, bro, do it like this or do it like that. They don't want to give nobody advice, right? Like I said, it don't even have to be about money. They want to give you advice, guys, on how to move up to the next level, because they're afraid that you're gonna become more successful than them. And it's sad, guys, that people are like this. Like, I'm not like that. I said I already gave away game about YouTube. I told you guys to copy the Papa titles. Don't copy my titles. I already gave the game, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not a person that lack empathy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they lack empathy, bro. Like, but that's them. But this is something that you should not date someone, right? Let's say you take somebody on a date. The next morning, they can't even tell you, hey, or good morning or nothing, right? You know what I'm saying? Or you ask them to pay for a date. You pay for 2 days, right? You have to pay for a day. They give you an attitude. Bruh, that's a person that lack empathy. Or you pay for the first day and you tell them to pay for the second one, they give you an attitude. That's lack of empathy, man. Come on. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, you genuinely paying for a date, taking somebody out, and then when you ask them to pay for something, for you, it's a problem. They're not genuine. You don't want to deal with a person that's not genuine, guys. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people out here that's like this, guys. Self-worshiping. The Bible says people are going to start becoming lovers and worshipers of themselves. And deny God, forget God. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be around people that's like that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not real. All right, guys. So I hope you guys, that's my bodies. I hope it helps you out. Hope that you learned something. These are the 5 signs, warning signs that not to date someone, guys. It's Coleman, I'm out, y'all. It's the Coleman Aristocracy.